This is part of a dead, well, obviously dead, part of a Sitka spruce branch fell off the big tree in our yard a few years ago. It's been lying out in the rain. It's been drying in here. It's very pitchy, very dense. I think I will make a couple of twig pots out of this. Might be interesting. Joining the Woodturners Funnel Club is embarrassing, but to renew membership on twig pots twice? Oh. That's solid pitch there. Well, it's sticky pitch. I don't know how well this is going to work. But I'll do the same thing I did before, I think. Put two tenons right in the middle. Now I'm going to have to drill my starter holes, because that's too hard. That pin will never penetrate this on its own. 3/16. Now, what do I want to call the center? This stuff doesn't count. Can't put the center right square in that big crack, can I? Looks pretty good. And on this end, just off the pith. Okay. Respirator and face shield. Oh, sure. No, I didn't tighten this. The sapwood is rotten and loose. I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever get down to solid wood. This has to be wide enough for my 5/8 skew so I can make 2 dovetails, one in each direction. That gives me a dovetail on each side. But here I am wearing a fuzzy shirt. Here I am wearing a fuzzy shirt instead of my jacket because it's warm today. Oh, that's what I've got washing machines for, I guess. Oh, that line of pitch runs, that's a crack, that's what it is, a pitch-filled crack. Almost there. I don't know. It sure smells good. Wood does not compress much, it is dense. Well, it is sitting properly on the chuck because this hits dead center, lock the quill this time. Well, I'm not sure what we can get out of this. We'll give it a try. Could drill the hole right now, but it might be a waste of effort if this thing comes apart. Oh, back to the headgear. Well, that dust is on the inside of the shield. Gives you an indication of what's going into your lungs if you don't Oh, lung protection. Almost past the punk, but boy, oh boy, look at that one. Nope. No way. I'm not gonna. Wrong shirt. This crack, top to bottom, end to end, I'm amazed it's still in one piece. Bet you I could stick a steak knife in there. Pretty much split that in two. Oh boy, that smells good. Whew. Spruce pitch. I'll save that for kindling. That raises the question, is this other one any better? Another one. More of the same branch, but with only a trace of crack. Square the ends up on the saw. Try this one. This might be a good one. Ought to be wearing a dust mask for that operation too. I hold my breath, but okay, this looks much more promising. I'm going to do this one right this time. Center. All this out here is going to be no good. This is going to be a very small twig pot. The center of the good stuff is approximately right here. Likewise, about right here. Pretty hard wood. Okay, the quill lock's tight. This is a lot more solid than the other one. It's going to be too narrow to make anything with once I get all the bad wood off. So we'll make two of something again. I haven't yet figured out why this is so easy with a gouge and so difficult with a skew. Well, easier than with a skew, but not necessarily better. I better be careful here or I won't have any shoulder left to rest on the chuck jaws. Saving fine sawdust to fill cracks. A rag or a glove saves wear and tear on fingers. This might be interesting. Different shape from the usual ones I do. And ragged around the edge, but that might be part of its charm, if any. I wonder if paraffin works as well as paste wax. I'm slicking up the bit. That pitchy wood does not want to come flying out of there. Well, that melts right on there. Oh boy. Getting warm. Yes, I did measure beforehand to figure out exactly how deep I wanted to drill this hole. Something got lost in translation somewhere in my tangled brain. This one ought to do it. Yep. My dust collection system is pretty simple. The big exhaust fan, more or less permanently mounted in the window, sucks everything off the lathe and blows it out into the jungle we call the yard. So what I have here is just a couple of tiny screwdrivers to pick at this soft stuff. This was slow and tedious, and if my time is worth anything, definitely not worth it. But once you start, it's hard to stop. I guess I can advertise this one as naturally textured. Where there is worm sign, there are likely to be worms. I'll put this one in the microwave for a while to make sure no worms crawl out on somebody's dining room table. This one goes all the way through. I spend even more time cleaning it up with a wire brush. As much time as I have invested in this little thing, I sure hope it turns out all right. I went over it thoroughly with a vacuum cleaner. I wasn't going to try to wax this rough piece. I just covered it with water-based polyurethane. Almost already dry. Tomorrow I'll hit this lightly with 320 or 400. Meanwhile, there's the other half. I'll try out my brand new Carter & Son deep fluted 3/4 inch bowl gouge. It's mighty sharp right out of the box. Light reflected off the gouge is reflected back off the smooth wood. I think I'm going to like this gouge. Well, this is the other piece of the same branch, so naturally it has the same worm paths through it, so it requires the same picking and the same brushing. I've got a lot of time and tedious work in these little twig pots, but alas, they're almost finished. Again, the hole's too goddamn deep. Why do I keep doing that? How do I keep doing that? Stupid. That's 2 of these in a row that I've dug the hole too deep. I don't know about me sometimes. Well, I can either sand that down flat, and this is very hard for sanding, or I can reverse it Well, there's the end of the hole right there. Right here is a very bad habit that I have broken myself of. Never leave the chuck wrench in the chuck, not even for a second. And don't ask me how I know. I turned this mandrel when I began making twig pots. A wrap or two of blue tape. It gives a snug fit so you can turn the bottom. That's as close as I dare go. Close enough. I made the hole with a 3/8 inch drill, and a solution is at hand. I happen to have a lot of old 3/8 inch dowel. I'm not even going to try to brand this, but I'll plug it and hit it with urethane. Another one for the house. The dowels are part of a clothes drying rack. I sand off the old paint with 400 grit paper, and it's a perfect fit. Now, in spite of the holes in the bottom, these didn't turn out too badly. The brand almost completely hides the plug in one of them. Both of them sit on a bookshelf in our house. Thanks for watching.